Yep.
Alright, so Asher, you stumble into this port town. It's like a small port city, so you stumble along kind of like a well-worn path. There's like several carts that kind of pass you by, but based on your current appearance, they kind of keep their distance. Before too long, like the gates of a small port city kind of loom before you. Yalasach is a city in the border kingdoms along the Shining Sea. It is a hub for trade and commerce. You have been here once before when you guys first were teleported to this region. And here, I'll put the city name here. And you kind of make your way to an inn, spend some time getting yourself cleaned up, get some new clothes, kind of spend some time licking your wounds. And after some rest, you are fairly determined to waste no time. But you also know that alone, you probably stand very little chance of defeating Argathos. And so you must set out to find help. How much gold do you like? How much? What kind of resources do you have to yourself? Since the party inventory was lost, and I generated a new party inventory for you guys, so you should have access. Everyone should have access to the new party inventory. The old party inventory still exists, but I have it set. It shouldn't be editable. It should just be viewable.
So sad.
Just to make sure, like, I didn't look through it real close, but I didn't want to, if there was anything in there that, like your bank information or anything like that, I didn't want to get rid of that. So, but the new party inventory, I tried to keep some of the formatting you guys had already done, but everybody should have access to that and be able to edit it. But yeah, what kind of, do you have a significant amount of personal gold? Like, would you be able to stay in like a nicer area and get like clothes and stuff for yourself, or are you going to have to kind of slum it?
I have just shy of 500 gold on me as far as raw
you're
gold.
Fine. You're fine then. So you would know kind of around town, and since Balion's not here,
how far is this relative to the town we had left?
So you kind of ask around, and you find someone. You kind of ask the town guard, and they say, well, probably about 5 days on horseback and 7-ish on foot if you go straight there. But the path there would take you down through Drellin's Ferry, where you guys first came originally, and through Brindle. And they do mention that they have heard rumors that a red dragon has taken up residence in Brindle, which you are familiar with. And as far as they know, he's still there. They haven't heard otherwise. So if you were to go around Brindle, so as to completely make sure that you avoid running into him, would probably add another day or two onto your journey. So you're looking at anywhere from horseback, probably like going around Brindle 7 days, to as long as you don't run into anything, and then by foot at least 10.
Okay, I was just hoping I wasn't like plopped a continent away.
No, you're on the same continent. You're just further up the coast in one of the larger. It's kind of like the main trade, one of the main trade hubs here. So there's like the Sword Coast connects down to the Shining Sea, and the Shining Sea is kind of like a almost like a Chesapeake Bay type of deal, where it's like there's land on like 3 sides of it, where it's not connected to the rest of the greater ocean, but is relatively large in and of itself. So asking around, there you get information that there is there's a kind of a high in one of the better parts of town. There's a high-end tavern where that you're told it kind of caters to people that have made their wealth via adventure over other means such as trade or craftsmanship. So it's a higher end establishment, but can be kind of rambunctious at times, just due to the fact of being kind of in a or being catering to adventurers. And so you think that's probably going to be your best bet as to where to look for new people. So you kind of make your way there. You back yet fully? No. So I was hoping he'd be here. So Jiggin.
Howdy.
Or what? How do you say your new guy's name? Amoja. You are kind of hanging out in this this inn, and you notice a who had another male human who kind of lean and wiry, but seems to have some power behind him. Hold on, let me pull up. I don't know what kind of weaponry he has. But you see this guy sitting at one of the tables, and there's just something familiar about him in that not so much in that you know him, but he kind of carries a great sword on his back, or I guess at this point it's kind of down by his side, but there is a kind of like a haunted look in his eyes. You hear him kind of like mumbling to himself every once in a while, and you would pick up, just because you're kind of familiar with it, just the faintest, like every once in a while when you look at him, it's almost like there's a after image of him that just kind of like flickers in and out. And he's not here, so I'm not exactly sure how to play this out. But you would be kind of drawn to him in that, or keeping an eye on him in that he has a similar, this similar thing that you are familiar with.
Hey, DM. In our one of the things we still have access to, it says map in book cover.
Okay.
Is that mappable to Forgotten Realms, or is that something you made up yourself?
Hold please, I gotta find it. Player handouts. Oh, map in the book cover?
It's called, map in the book cover.
That was some treasure I think we got a while back that inside the book had some map to somewhere.
It is. So yes, this is semi-mappable to Forgotten Realms, but it's an old Forgotten Realms.
Okay, I was just looking for Brindle on that big map you sent me, and I didn't know if I was just wasting my time.
No, yes. So like if you look at, it doesn't exist on that big map.
Okay.
There is something else there.
Okay, never mind. Thank you.
But it would be to the east of Chult.
Okay, great.
But yeah, so this map was, they found all the way back in Lost Mines of Phandelver, they found this. You know how there's that room where there's like you could have an adventure hook kind of placed here type of thing.
Yep.
That was
Gotcha.
the thing. So anyway, even though he's not here, so I would say when you come in, Asher, there's a bunch of there's a number of adventurers kind of like sitting around. It's a good way. I was really hoping Foley was here so that you and Foley could at least have met each other. But we'll say you met each other, and Asher comes in, asking around for, I don't know. Do you have anything particular you would be looking for or asking for, Asher? Or
well, how long have I been traveling to get to this town from where we're teleported to?
It's like maybe an afternoon.
Oh, so pretty close. So I look like hammered shit, and I reek of brimstone.
Well, so you would have come in. I kind of say that you have probably taken some time to get cleaned up.
Very little cleaning would have been done. I really would have just resupplied myself and then gone in there for a drink and a hot meal.
Okay. So, yeah, are you looking for? I was assuming you're looking for people at this point, or.
Yeah, I would start asking around for adventurers, sell swords. Who's the best?
So I don't know.
Anyone who would specialize in dealing with magic users.
I don't know if your character would be latch on to that or not, Jigen. But
Asher came in and said that Imajo would kind of look his way and then scoff a little bit. Magic is... He'd mutter, magic doesn't interest me, lad. Come back when you've got something plainer.
Lena.
Planar like plane or planar like interdimensional?
Planar like interdimensional.
How about someone who just sent me and my party to Avernus?
He turns in his chair to fully face you and says, now we're talking.
I'm hunting a man.
Come have a seat.
I'm hunting a man who betrayed me and my group and left us to die in Avernus. I'm the only one to make it out.
And you survived the hells.
He finishes his drink and slams it down. I survived a hell, yes.
Interesting. Well, that's some magic user that you must be after if he was able to banish your entire lot to Avernus. You're quite lucky that you've come back.
I need him dead.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, yeah, sorry. My daughter actually was not feeling good, so I had to get her cleaned up.
So you see, you are in. Everybody's currently in this kind of inn that caters to rich adventurers. Asher and Chigen's character, who is a dwarfish-looking fellow who seems to have been underground much too long, as he is, I guess, well, I'll let you describe him, but I would assume fairly pale.
The description I would use is he is a dwarf about 4 feet tall. Skin is ashen cobalt, but you can tell that he is on the younger side, even though he's clearly lived a very hard and a very laborious life. there's still enough youth in him that you can recognize that he's not on the upper age.
You hear them you kind of are sitting muttering to yourself, and the thing that catches your ear is you hear them start talking about planar travel, specifically to Avernus.
That's never fun. Are they trying to go?
No, it's just so Jigen's character, Asher, was looking for people to help him take down a magic user, and Jigen's character wasn't interested unless it was something planar. And Asher said, well, what about someone that was able to send me and my friends to Avernus? And so they struck up a conversation.
And I really want to walk over there, but my son is not screaming for me. I'm very sorry. I'll be back.
Right. So he's going to walk over there anyway. And so he kind of you see this other human figure join in your conversation and pique his interest. He is anxious to find anyone as well that can plane shift him or others.
So you don't want to go to Avernus. You just want the shifting bastard dead.
Absolutely.
What are you paying?
Have I accessed? Or I guess I would have to access the funds of the party in the bank.
Yeah, I don't remember how much you guys have available to you in how much you put into the bank. Did you guys write that?
Valion has that information, unfortunately.
Okay. I thought it was a decent amount, though.
Was it like 1,000 or more?
I want to say it's more.
I thought it was like 20,000 based on our conversation last time.
There's a lot in the bank, but Valion's the one who's got that information.
So
there's a comfortable amount.
Let's go with 20,000 just for now.
Harry Potter, basically.
Yeah. So you'd have access to 20,000 gold.
You get me safely back to, what's the town I'm trying to get to?
Denevar.
You get me safely back to Denevar and help me defeat this guy. I'll insert enormous amount of gold money with you, and I won't even take a share.
So
whatever you can take from the bastard's tower.
Now we have good terms. So who is this man? Or is it a woman?
I described this guy who was sucking the life energy of the town, profiting, making a halfway healing potion or healing salves to help deal with the outbreak of diseases from taking in all the refugees. And he also seems to be trying to clone himself.
You wouldn't even need a nice insight roll or a good passive perception, but the moment you say that, Imajo, you had his attention before. Now he is fully fixated and leaning in, and you get the impression that he's on board.
Is Ronus also on board? As he joined in the conversation while you were dealing with your child?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Seeing the look on Asher's face when he's describing what happened. I know that feeling all too well. Let's go make this right.
So you basically hire these two mercenaries of sorts, and you begin to make preparations to leave town. How are you planning on going to get horses, or are you just going to head out of town, kind of thing?
I assume I would rest up because I'm still really beat up and leave first thing in the morning.
Yeah. So, all right. So you kind of head out and make plans to meet up with them the next day. Are you planning on renting horses, or are you going to just or buying horses, or are you going to hoof it on foot?
I'd probably take horses or whatever's fastest. Also, I don't know if I can access any funds from here, but if we could acquire anything that helps with healing.
Sure. So, all right. So horses are going to be 75 gold apiece. But as you kind of make these plans with everybody, you head out of the inn to go rest and figure out your plans for the next day. And go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Ooh.
All of us?
Asher, just Asher. As you kind of leave, you look around and you notice someone kind of as you're walking to wherever you're going to take a rest. You notice someone seems to be following you. You kind of like see him duck behind a small figure, kind of duck behind like a barrel or something. Briefly.
I'll
As you,
walk up to him casually.
Hello? I didn't see you there.
What's he look like?
He's probably 3'8". Can you control shift my token? Or shift Z my token? Leif. There you go. So he's got like a thick blackish mustache. You see kind of wiry black hair, tan skin. He's got these big goggles on his head. He's got on this goofy looking breastplate that's got all these like scorch and burn marks all over it. And he's standing there with what looks like some kind of a spear. And he seems like he's looking kind of left and right quickly. Did I hear that you're thinking about leaving town sometime soon?
I'll kneel down and give him a semi-friendly smile. Yes, I'm trying to head to
Anavar.
When?
and
Are you planning on leaving?
as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah. Can I come along, please? I don't really care where we're going, actually.
Are you in danger?
Define danger. You know. It's yeah. My name is Warbus, by the way.
Hello.
Warbus 10 Wrenches. Nice to meet you.
I am Asher, East Austin.
Oh, so, Mr. Asher, when were you leaving again?
At first light.
Okay, so that's, what about all the dark? Can I tag along, please?
The way will be dangerous.
Can I get under your cloak right now? I know it's going to be awkward, but I think it'll be fun. Just think of it as a game.
I will sense motive.
Yeah, you can, are we doing contested roles? How do you want to do this?
Sure. Yeah. Unless you just want to give up, it would be insight versus deception, I guess, or
Asher will
persuasion.
probably fail this roll, but he's going to make it anyway.
All right.
8.
Pretty sure he's going to trust you wholeheartedly.
So you kind of look at him and, yeah, seems pretty genuine. Definitely a little skittish, and just seems to want to not be seen.
Here, hold this, and he passes over the spear. And to you, it's like, like,
An arrow.
yeah, like it's like a walking stick, real small and definitely not tall enough for you.
So as long as you allow him with Warbus under your coat, you make it back to the inn to rest up for the night. And you will meet up with everybody in the morning to head out of town.
My friend Warbus, are you hungry?
Depends on the food. I'm pretty particular about what I like to eat. What do you
know
have?
a place that serves food you like, that has comfortable beds?
Well, I do, but we probably shouldn't go there tonight. Someplace where there's not a lot of my people would probably be best. Anyway, we could like sleep outside of the town for the night.
I've had a really long day and would really enjoy sleeping in a bed.
Okay, yeah, no, we can definitely find a bed. I'll let you lead the way. You seem to know where you're going.
So you're able to easily make your way to a comfortable inn with decent food and good beds. You get a bath and whatever you want. You can arrange for horses, so it is 75 gold per horse. And you could, once you get to Denevar, you could probably sell them back, depending on their condition, if they make it. The horses never make it. But, but yeah, so for all of you, it'd be 300 gold for horses.
Oh, who are these other two? Hello, my name is Warbus. What's your name?
Mojo just kind of looks at you and scoffs a little bit and says, "Yeah, you're kind."
Yeah, it's nice to see another small folk here, instead of the just big folk,
I'm a Mojo. Don't worry, I'm not looking for any slaves right now.
Okay.
Ronus will kind of look at Asher. What's this one's deal?
He seeks passage. I will grant it to him. He's welcome to join, as long as he doesn't slow us down. Isn't that right?
Nope, I'm very fast. You'll see how fast I am. It'll be great.
Who's paying for horses?
I will.
Okay.
A pony for my new friend.
Can I just ride along with one of you? Actually, I'm not very good with animals.
I would, nah, he's a dwarf. He's going to be heavy. So you could get away with 3 horses if someone's willing to let Warbus ride along with
you.
You
can ride with me. I don't mind. I'm not very big.
Much appreciated.
All right. So then it's only
75 per horse, right?
Yeah. So then it'd be 225.
I'll pay it.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way out of town, and begin your travels. It's a relatively nice morning, and it turns into a relatively clear day. This temperature is much cooler for some who have recently been in hell, but otherwise comfortable for the rest. And could I get everyone to roll a d6?
That's ominous.
By the way, Jordan, I don't know what map of Faerun in particular you have. If you've got one that's got the Char Desolation, where it's just a giant fucking crater, or if you've got one that still has the Veil, the Misty Veil in the Char intact, where everything hasn't been destroyed. That's where effectively we've been.
Yeah.
So if you just follow the coast along from Schultz, right up into the mountains, into the Misty Veil, that's basically where we are.
Pretty sure the map he's looking at has the big crater.
Yep.
All right, Asher, as you're kind of leading the group, could you make a survival check, please? Just see how things go. All right. Okay. You make your way. Here the roads are pretty well traveled. Still going in and out of towns. So you have very little issue and make pretty good progress throughout the day. But as the day, as evening comes, the sky darkens, and clouds start to re-roll in, and you can hear thunder in the distance. It looks like you're in for evening thunderstorm.
Oh, great. Mr. Asher, do you have any tips or tricks on how to not have everything you own get completely soaking wet out here in the wild?
Have a good cloak.
Damn.
So
He pulls out a little tablet and writes something down and puts it back in his bag.
do you? I'm assuming it. So it is. The storm is rolling in with the evening. Do you push through the storm and into the night, or do you look for shelter?
If the evening's coming, I'll look for shelter.
Okay.
Also would like to talk with the group and ask what everybody's specialties are.
Good. So go ahead. You peel off the path, and you're not able. There's no. This is relatively flat ground still, like flat land still. As you're kind of on the coast and you're heading into the more mountainous region, but you're able to find an area that gives you some shelter with tree cover, and set up camp. So you can kind of hunker down for the evening and make a fire, and I'm assuming you have some kind of like tents or something. You can get a little bit of shelter. You can ask your questions.
I would offer my expertise also at finding any natural cave openings or places that we might be able to get partially underground, away from the elements. But if people prefer to camp above ground.
So is that a survival thing, or is it just your...
Mixture of pathfinding and coming and going from the Underdark.
Sure. Just give me a survival check, I guess.
If we're looking for a place to sleep, I can help, maybe.
Oh god, that is a horrible roll.
So you look around, you're not able to find anything that like goes into the ground. But kind of in this grove of trees, you do find one tree that's kind of got, it's a pretty large tree, and it's got it's partially dead, and so that it's got kind of like a hollowed out section. So you can't get like full cover, but you can get out of the worst of the elements. But yeah, Asher, you were asking about their specialties, I guess.
Yeah, once we set up camp, I'd just like to get to know what everybody's specialties are, or how they fight, so that we can work together as a good team. And we're going to need to be able to play off each other and work perfectly to be able to stop this guy.
Well, Majo grunts then and hello.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was going to send literally the whole thing.
Majo
Go
grunts and says that he's decent at frontline fighting, prefers to fight with a bow wherever possible, but shows you his flail that he keeps at his side and says he's not too hesitant to crush a skull or two if necessary.
So, as you start to turn to Ronus, you see that it almost looks like you're seeing double, as kind of a shadow of himself floats out from his back. And he's like, yeah, I've done the plane hopping thing before, and sometimes it works, sometimes other things happen.
Oh, does that hurt? What is going on?
One of the jumps didn't quite work, and yeah, it sort of happens just from time to time. And at this point, you're going to notice that his weapon is gone until he kind of snaps his fingers, and then a great sword appears in his hands.
Oh.
This has been my answer to most problems.
What about you, Mr. Asher? What do you do?
I dabble. I could do range. I specialize in stealth and tactics, and but don't mind using stabby and slashy here.
Huh.
In motion to my very high quality dagger and short sword.
Well, I'm not much of a fighter. I think that I'll probably be able to do something, but I don't, and you see he's like real squirmy, and like wipes sweat from his brow and kind of looks up and gives like a sheepish, like, we'll just wait and see, I guess.
Who wants to take watch? If you're taking watch,
I can take
I
the
guess
first
I'll
one.
start.
We just
I'll
rode the horses, right?
Yep.
I didn't do any writing. I just sat and talked the whole time. I can do the first one.
Okay, everybody who's taking a watch, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Majo would volunteer to take the second one.
Okay.
Good lord, what a great way to start rolling.
A red ancient dragon shows
Oh,
up while you're all
cool.
sleeping. No.
A 9.
You all sit down or take turns taking watch. The storm goes through most of the evening, but kind of towards probably just before the second watch ends, seems to let up. But nothing seems to happen through the night. Asher, as you...
While I'm doing my first watch, I want to watch Ronus. Does his body do the like lifty spirit thing as he's sleeping?
Oh, does it, Ronus?
It doesn't like fully detach while sleeping, but it just kind of shimmers a little bit.
So you've got like a Donnie Darko, like goopy shadow thing coming off of you at different points as you're sleeping?
Yeah, basically, like if he, as Ronus goes to like roll over while he's sleeping, you can see like the shadow of the arm like stays behind for a second, and then like
Oh,
follows
that's
along.
creepy as hell. Morbus scoots closer to Imaja as that happens.
As morning comes, you all wake up, kind of have breakfast, and prepare to leave. It is at this point, Asher, that you notice one of the horses seems to have gone missing in the middle of the night.
Track team, everybody.
Oh, we're off to such a good start.
If everyone's not awake, I kick them awake and say, "Yeah, not off to a great start, guys."
It seems that one of the horses spooked, and there is enough. You can tell by the other horses' leads that they had kind of pulled on them some. It just seems this one wasn't tied well enough, and it seems to have escaped.
Is there any way we can track it?
Yeah, I mean, you could go ahead and whoever wants to try to track it, go ahead and make a survival check.
I mean, yeah, I'll look for the horse. I don't want to walk.
All right. So,
If the beast is nearby, it's probably worth getting back.
I'm just glad I didn't have one.
man.
75 gold. Crazy.
Good fucking grief, dude.
What are our rolls?
Ronus and Imajo are like kind of looking at the ground, trying to find some tracks, and they end up like bumping into each other. Meanwhile, while they're kind of fooling around and making a bunch of noise, Asher, you find what appears to be the bolted horse's tracks, and I guess kind of take off after it.
I'll draw everybody's attention. I believe he went this way. Let's move.
So, do you take the other horses, or you leave them and head after it?
We'll bring the horses.
Alright, so you guys grab the rest of the horses and you take off after this horse. Asher, go ahead and give me one more survival check. So it takes you probably the better part of an hour, but you find probably a good half mile away, maybe more, the other horse, where he's currently chewing on some grass, but it seems like his lead got tangled up in some brush and kind of kept him from going any farther. So you're able to recover your horses, but get off to a late start. As you guys make your way, can you please, everyone, give me a d6?
I don't like these
Actually, yeah, that's fine.
nonchalant, undisclosed D6s.
So I'm trying a new thing on how random encounters happen.
You're adding them up?
All right. So what I'm doing is on and I might switch it to like a D8 because I think a D6 percentage is too high. But basically, if someone rolls a 6 and there's no ones, there will be favorable outcomes or circumstances on the next encounter. If there is a 1 and a 6, there is mixed results on. Basically, the situation changes, as in weather or something else. No 1s and no 6s, nothing really happens. If multiple 1s are rolled, there's additional complication or a problem occurs, such as like extra reinforcements for the encounter. And if everyone rolls a 1, what's the worst that can happen? So, anyway, just give
An
it
ancient
a
red
try.
dragon descends through the clouds.
All right. So, you guys make your way. The ground is a little bit muddy, so going's a little slower. But Asher is able to kind of navigate through kind of the better parts of the road, and it's you see signs as evening approaches that a town is not far ahead. So it would be it would be a little after dark if you continue onto the town, but you would be able to stay at an inn, or you could camp prior to it getting dark.
Mr. Ronas, did you know that when you sleep, your shadow thing kind of wiggles about?
And
I just didn't know if you knew, because you're sleeping, so you wouldn't know what it's doing during that time. You know, like, could be standing up and, like, playing cards or something, or writing a book, but no, it just lays there with you and just kind of wiggles.
well, as long as he doesn't find his sword.
He's got a name? What's his name?
I'm really tempted to say sonar right now.
Good lord.
I just didn't know if you knew.
I hadn't thought that far ahead to name the Echo.
Do you continue into? Are you going to make your way for town or camp?
I'm not afraid of the dark. I can push on to town if you guys are good with it.
Ashley would like to push on if possible.
I certainly am afraid of the dark. Let's please go to the town.
So you guys make your way to town. It appears to be, like, from a distance, it looks like it is a medium to large town, but there's no significant gates or anything like that. It's a rather warm night, and as you get close to town, you guys kind of dismount and start to walk down the quiet city street. As you're walking, Asher, you in particular, the silence for you is broken, and you kind of look behind you as you hear a clatter of shoed feet kind of running in your direction, and you see coming up from around a corner on a kind of intersecting road, town road here, you see two teenagers that kind of are dashing and almost tripping over each other as they are running, and they stop. They kind of like see you guys with all your weapons and armor and stuff, and they stop kind of in front of you, and they kind of look at you with their eyes wide from fright. Both are out of breath, and they kind of like, help. Please help. Are you adventurers? Can you help us?
Calm down. What's going on?
Keaton, he went into the. He's missing. He went into the old haunted house. We heard screams and we just ran. I don't know what's happening to him. Or if he's okay. So they quickly start pointing in a direction and lead you, kind of start running back down the road the way they came. And it takes a little bit of time, and you come to what appears to be an old mansion that appears to be in serious need of repair. They bring you to like what appears to be a broken gate in the road, and they said that's the place. Please go help him, but we don't want to get any closer than this. We don't know.
Insight check.
I was going to say, I feel like they're lying to us.
With this, yep, it's just that. 15. I think they're lying.
You can tell that they're lying.
And I go, hey, I've been around long enough to know a smug lie when I see one on your faces. I'm standing actively behind Asher as I'm saying this, leaning back from behind him, pointing a finger at them, going, now you all better fess up and tell us what's actually going on here.
He says they're lying. I'll scoop one up by the collar and say, why are you lying to me?
We dared him to go in. It was just, we were just having fun, and we dared him to go in, and he went in, and then they were screaming, and we ran.
I look back at my little halfling friend.
Excuse me, I am a rock gnome. Thank you.
You all look alike to me.
How long
Oh my goodness.
How long has anyone been in the port town? How long would you guys say you've been there? Outside of Asher and
Less than a week.
Yeah, same. Ronus was traveling. He's just.
Are you from this area, Warbus?
I am. I was from that town. Yes.
All right. So, can you make a knowledge check? I guess
knowledge is not a thing.
Let's do history.
History is a thing.
So, you've heard about a mansion that's supposedly abandoned and has been rumored to be haunted, but you've never been down this far to check it out yourself.
Back in the town that I grew up in, where all my people were, we'd sometimes tell stories. I think probably about this place, to help the kids go to sleep at night. But I didn't think I'd ever see it in real life.
So, as you're standing outside, you see an old mansion that is in serious need of some repairs. You see, you see that all the windows appear to be boarded up tightly. The house is surrounded by a 10-foot wall that is made out of stone. And you should all be on a new map now.
It's still all black for me, but I've got the little loading icon in the center of the screen. The refresh. Roll 20.
Okay. Hold on. Dynamics.
Did you give me my vision, by the way?
Do you have dark vision?
To 120 feet.
I can't see.
There we go. I can see now.
Yeah, sorry. I did not.
I saw
Dynamic
everything
lighting.
for a brief second. Now all I see is my token.
Oh.
Hey, there we go.
So you see the house is surrounded by a 10-foot tall stone wall with black and rusted wrought iron spikes adorning the top. You see there's a black iron gate that they kind of taken you to. It's chained shut, but has long since fallen from its hinges. And there's about a 2-foot gap between the iron bars and the stone threshold. Beyond the gate, you see grass and ivy have kind of overtaken the front yard, which leads up to a slightly leaning front porch. And one of the double front doors appears to be slightly ajar from here.
I would like to manifest my echo. Probably 20 feet over my head.
Oh, it can fly?
It can be anywhere I want it to be. It can move in any direction 30 feet per turn.
Pretty cool, Ronus, Mr. Ronus.
I found it useful.
What are you doing with it in 20 feet in the air? Kid's peeing himself at this point, and he's like, I'm going to go home. Please save my friend.
Can I...
Unless you stop him, he's going to just run back to town.
Yeah, I don't care. He can run away. I'm gonna look at Asher. Are we doing this?
Yeah, Keaton.
There's a kid who needs us.
Before one of the kids runs away, I stop him and I go, "What does Keaton look like?"
Fuck does Keaton? He looks like a boy.
Yeah, like
Teenage
blonde
boy.
hair, no hair,
He's
red hair,
like-
black hair.
He looks like a cancer patient. He's bald. No, he's he's got brown hair. He's about 5'2". He's human, kind of lanky, still growing into himself.
You should go tell your parents that one of your friends is missing, and that some adventurers are going to find him.
Okay, you got it, kid.
All right, go. I've got a mustache, you little shits.
Sorry, sir. Bye. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Asher seems to think we should help these kids. You said there's an opening here?
Mm-hmm. About 2 feet wide. You could squeeze through.
2 foot wide.
I walk through.
Can I just bend the gate open more?
Yeah, like there's chains. It's just kind of like off the hinges. I mean, with if you want to make a strength check, you could completely remove, like push it over probably. But
I mean, we can just squeeze through, you said, right?
yeah,
I'm
so
no longer
that.
a
I'm
gate.
going through it.
you throw this chain fence or gate to the ground. Makes a loud clang as it hits the dirt.
Hey, what was that for?
We have to leave here in a hurry. I'm not squeezing through that thing.
Ooh, smart. I would like to walk up to the door.
As you as you step onto the wooden porch, it creaks loudly as you kind of go towards the front door. You can see the door is slightly ajar, and the air permeating from inside is clammy and fetid. You can see kind of the shadowy outline of old furniture, and that's kind of like all you can kind of see from here. If you want to push the door open more, or
Not yet. I want to stand in front of the door and I want to go, okay, I haven't done this very often. I'm not quite sure actually what it does yet, so just hold on. And I'm going to close my eyes, and all of you feel this weird sensation crawl across your skin like static electricity, as I want to use Magisense.
okay.
For right here.
Is that a bubble, or is it just a radius?
It's a bubble. Think of it like a sphere. I'm in the center of a sphere. So I can sense things 20 feet out, and I can sense undead.
20 feet up. Yeah, you don't sense anything.
Okay. I open my eyes back up, and I look at you all, and I say, "Nothing in the doorway."
Are there any windows upstairs in the front of this thing?
In the front, no. All the windows from here seem to be boarded up.
Alrighty.
Just shove the door open with my flail.
Yeah, Ronus is going to snap his greatsword into his hands as well.
Alright, so you push the door open, and it opens up into a small foyer, and it contains. You see like an old
Fancy
coat,
dungeon.
an old coat rack. There's a vase with what appears to be a gnarled stick planted in old dry soil. There's an archway to the north that opens into a large room. You can smell kind of damp, rotting wood is very strong in this area.
Do I see anything of immediate interest in the doorway?
I mean, a vase with
Does,
a
does it look
gnarled
safe to
stick.
step?
Yeah, it
Am
looks
I gonna
fine.
fall through the floor if are the
No,
woods like?
the wood seems fine here.
All right,
Like-
I'll walk in.
He's lulling you into a false sense of security. Don't trust him.
I just don't want to fall through the floor because this is some old rotten wood, and it can't support a dwarf.
So I just have to ask: haunted mansion, very moist, moldy. Are there any wool socks I need to be looking out for?
We'll find out.
Alrighty.
Mr. Ronis, if you want to go ahead, I'll bring him back.
So, Majo, you make your way into a large open room. You can see it has in here. There's black and white tiled flooring set in a checkered pattern. Though dull and stained, you can tell this was once a luxurious ballroom. There's an elk antler chandelier that has long ago fallen and lies shattered in the middle of the room. There are a few old musty chairs set oddly about the area, and a small desk is by the left side of a grand staircase to the north. There's a hall that runs through the east and west sides of the room.
Do I see anything that looks like a path that someone might have followed in here recently?
With that,
Footsteps, disturbed dirt, disturbed wood, anything that's indicative of a trail?
You kind of look around and you don't see anything.
Hey, Leif, do you want me to just tell you where the echo is moving, or do you want to give me a little token for
I
it?
gave you a token for it.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Well, I suppose we should make sure that there aren't actually any hauntings here, just in case.
found one. It's right there by Mr. Ronis.
Yeah, that's... I'm gonna start concentrating on detect magic and see if there's anything that jumps out immediately at me.
What's the range on that?
30 feet, but it's also blocked by significantly thick walls. Mainly just looking to see if there's like, oh yeah, this place is filled with necromancy.
So you don't get anything like that. You pick up a faint aura of magic coming from the vase with the gnarled tree branch, the gnarled plants in it, and you get some faint senses of magic off of the desk that's in this room, and you get that would probably be, what's the penetrate most barriers? 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of cob. And you get, from where you're at, you get the sense of some magical things above you.
Can I take another action to divine the school of magic that I'm detecting?
1 moment, please.
I would also say that my ability at this, because we're level 12, my magic sense also has a detect magic element to it.
All right. So from the stick in the vase is evocation. From the desk, you are getting, I believe it would be evocation as well, and I don't. The other ones would probably also. I think all of it would be evocation. I believe.
All right. Well, I would turn to the group at this point and point at those 2 items and say, "There's something of magical interest about them. Be careful. I'm detecting something from the school of evocation, but
Do you want to
I
break
don't know
them?
what." We dwarves often tend to use glyphs of warding to trap certain items, and I would recommend that if you do it at a distance.
I can
I
do
don't
that.
want to be standing next to it.
Where's the vase?
In the front room.
Like here?
Yeah, Ronus is
Okay.
moving away.
I take a step forward, and I will.
I'm getting into cover if he's going to do something.
Use or shock. 12 to hit.
Do you just attack a desk?
Vase.
Oh, that was the
Much
base.
more
Sorry.
intimidating.
So it's the stick, like in the vase. That is the magical thing.
Okay, I attack the stick. I try and punch a stick.
All right. 6 force damage.
The wand of fireballs is destroyed.
Detonates in the front room. The mansion is leveled.
Leif is sitting there
Hold,
going, "Wow,
please.
so much for giving me."
So what was that about session 0 TPK?
Oh no.
Imagine if the whole house is just a chain of explosive traps.
Yeah. I guess you break it.
Oh god, it was important.
It.
My wisdom is not so great, guys, so this makes sense.
Yeah. I can't find.
Magical objects usually have like 10 HP.
Yeah, like you I would say it's maybe not broken, but you put a good sized crack in it. It's close to being broken.
I turn and I look back at Amaja, and I'm like, "More again? What do you want me to do?"
Did it explode?
I
Or did
don't-
anything
I don't
horrible
think so.
happen?
Oh, it just cracked it a little bit, but still seems to be magical based on what I can see.
All I told you is what I saw. I don't know.
Guys, let's try not to break anything unless we don't have to. Get this kid and get out of here.
Is the stop? What are we using for concentration as a token item?
The clock.
Okay.
This staircase was how tall? Just like a regular stair.
It's just like a regular staircase.
Okay.
Well, assuming this.
Did you leave the magic stick alone?
Mr. Asher, do you want to go get that stick, or do you want me to go grab it, or?
Why do you want the stick?
I don't know. It's glowing. I mean, I'm looking. Can you see it glowing?
No, let's not mess with things.
I'm gonna go get the stick.
Okay.
I go grab the stick.
Okay. You have a slightly cracked magical stick.
Great.
It's about a foot long.
Okay.
Is anyone doing anything with the desk?
I want to start checking these wings out and opening the doors and just looking for if there's any indication of this kid.
All right. So where are you going first, then?
I'm gonna probably check the west to see if these doors look like they've been disturbed recently.
Okay, so the doors don't appear to have been disturbed recently. There is a statue at the end of that hallway that appears to be made out of stone. You see a door to the side of that statue, but it is currently blocked by the statue. And the door to the north side of that passageway is unblocked but closed.
Statue is not looking at me magically or anything, right?
Make a perception check.
Well, I still have detect magic running.
Oh, like magically? No.
Okay. No, I don't mean is it doing the Scooby Doo thing.
Yeah.
I mean like it's not a magic statue just chilling there. I would just report back to the group then and say I don't see any evidence that anyone has been this way.
So I would actually say you pick up just a very, very faint transmutation aura from the statue.
Oh God. I will call that out too and warn that the statue at the end of the hallway might be magical or might have something magical inside of it.
You look at the desk, you don't see any traps on the desk. You do find a hidden panel though.
Ooh.
And inside you find 1 potion of stone giant strength
Whoa.
and 1 potion of restoration. You also find a silver charm that is shaped like a horse on a silver chain. Probably worth about 50 gold. So 1.
So are they doing anything interesting down that wing, or?
We didn't see anything interesting in the west.
So you just, there's the statue that's blocking a door, and then there's a door to the north in the west wing.
I would ask you what you see, Ronus.
Let me see. Sorry. I would say also, yeah, you also detect on the other side of the door next to the statue, something magical on the other side, Amaja.
Oh, I'll relay that as well then to the party.
Like directly on the other side of the door.
Oh, you've asked me what do I see?
Yeah, were you checking out the east over here?
You guys not having detect magic with the last party made my life a lot easier.
Oh, you wanted me to be looking? I was just.
You're standing at the wing. I don't know what you. I'll go over there and look myself.
I was afraid Chuckles over there was going to blow up the front of the house. Let me.
All right, I will go over to
my
where
name is
Ronus
Warbus. Warbus is my name, sir.
Let me open another eye and see if I can see anything.
Big people in there. Rude statements.
So you look down the hallway. There's 2 doors. One at the end of the hallway to the north, and then one at the bottom of the hallway to the west.
Sir, do I need to roll to see if there's any indication of a path? Anyone disturbed any dust or anything here?
You don't see any particular disturbance here. Go ahead, give me a perception check.
Good God.
Yeah.
Dude. What a great session, Zero.
Nope.
Hey, Leif, I am concentrating on detect evil and good. Is there anything within 30 feet that is undead, elemental, celestial aberration, fey, or fiend?
No.
Sweet. I'm going to move my echo up to here, and I'm assuming Warbus is staring at Ronus, and we're just going to switch places.
Warbus is basically looking down both halls as everybody's looking down these halls, and he's going, I don't, he's just like indecisive and not sure which way to go.
Are you guys opening any of the doors, or?
I don't see anything to the right or to the left. I say we check the upstairs.
So there will. So
we should clear this
so
floor before we go upstairs.
Door.
Yeah.
Door.
So
Or
I'm checking
door
the
here, door here, door here, blocked door here.
Alright, well, the Echo will kind of huddle up behind Asher.
Okay, are you opening this door, Asher? Yay,
Checking
nay.
it first.
Okay. You don't hear anything or see any traps. Pop it open, and it opens up into a room that's got some old, kind of rotting furniture, but otherwise appears to be empty. Filled with socks. There is another door on this side. Yeah.
Mr. Asher, I want to try and follow him.
Okay.
Has my detect gone off, or does Moja sense anything yet? How do we
Does
say
not-
your name?
Doesn't sense anything yet. Are you opening this door? You don't hear or see, detect any traps.
How do you say my name?
Yeah, you.
Amajo.
Emajo. Sorry, I called you.
Jeez.
I called you
Nobody's
Emoji. Sorry.
called me in like 15 years.
Hey, that is a complete lie. Pyro has called you that recently.
There's-
Let's see what's in this room.
You open it up into another room that looks kind of like a mud room. And there's another door to the north here.
Yeah, Ronus is just going to send his Echo in. He doesn't want to walk over there.
You don't hear or see any traps on this particular door. You go to open it, and it opens, but in this room you see there is plant growth has kind of taken over this room, and so you see another door here, but you would have to, there's ivy and stuff that's kind of wound its way around the door, and you'd either have to clear away the ivy or burn it away or something like that. You'd have to get rid of it somehow to be able to open this other door.
We see no evidence that anyone's been in this room lately.
Not lately, and the ground is very covered in plant growth.
If we look at the ground, can we see, if I go back out into the hallway, into this main black and white checked room floor?
Yeah.
Are there footprints anywhere that are visible? Can I get down on my hands and knees?
Yeah, go ahead and
Put my goggles on.
Make an investigation.
Okay. I have advantage on those.
Yeah, but if you roll like shit, it still doesn't matter. Hey!
You kind of look through. You think you see what are relatively small feet, a single set of relatively small feet that kind of makes its way towards the staircase.
Mr. Ghost, you see those little footsteps? Don't look like my footsteps. Look like maybe a little kid's footsteps. I think we should. Hey, we should go up the stairs.
Works for me. I'll go.
So you guys make your way upstairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. With intentions of opening the door.
And we see a demi-lich drinking the blood of the child.
One second. So you climb up the stairs.
It's all dark.
And it's on purpose.
Okay.
Why is it all So you climb the stairs, and the stairs wind up to the top of a landing that it opens, where an open hallway awaits. You see the remains of an old tattered carpet rot on the top of mildewed boards. The ceiling is damp and stained from where the roof often leaks, and there are 5 closed doors on this floor, and an alcove to the west that leads up to some threadbare stairs that go up.
We be blind again.
Warbus, use your eyes. Find the child.
Okay, hold on. Let me just focus one more time. This is this adventuring thing's kind of new to me, and so
Where'd you guys go?
I don't know.
It's
We're
still
looking at a black
just
screen.
entirely black.
What the deuce?
Yeah, we're just at the void right now.
Oh. Put you on the dynamic lighting layer. That would be a problem. Alright.
Uh-huh.
My fault. There you go. How's that?
Nope, still black.
Yep.
No,
What?
not black
Nope,
anymore.
we're at the very top. Not
Yeah.
the.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay. Well, he cracks his knuckles. He's like, "All right, everybody, hush."
Is
You see him
your
kinda, like,
detect magic
clench.
still up? Again?
I've been dropping it and then bringing it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts for 10 minutes. I'm not gonna press you on it. Like I'm just playing it by ear. So if you want to tell me it's been 10 minutes, or if you want to tell me if there's anything noteworthy, I'm not gonna interrogate you at every turn. Like, do I see anything magic?
So within 20 feet of my aura, I would be able to sense if there's anything alive.
Alive?
Alive or undead. I cannot sense
You
constructs.
sense something over here
Okay.
behind the wall there.
On the other side of that wall, there's something. I can't tell what it is. I can just tell there's something there.
Am I getting anything relevant magic wise?
You do see some what would it be? Evocation magic?
Still
Coming outside.
evocation. Oh. I'll step forward. You said it's coming to our southwest?
Yeah, like
here?
Like
right
behind this door,
one
yeah.
square down from there. So here. What are these walls? If I open my eyes and look at them, are they like drywall or
They're like
stone?
like wooden walls. So like
I look over at Ronus and I'm like, hey, take that big old greatsword and just stab through that wall. Anybody else have a greatsword?
You there fully?
He said he had needed a 60-second AFK.
What is that? What is
Double
that?
one.
What are you looking for? Kurt, what are you perceptioning? The door here?
Checking that door.
You don't hear anything or sense any traps.
Open that bitch up.
So you open up this door and you see what appears to be a junk room. It's filled with old and broken furniture, and there doesn't seem to be anything particular in there.
Leif, I still can't see if that's intentional, okay, but not sure why.
Because you're a problem person.
I'm sorry.
You have vision.
You're partly in the wall, which also could be an
Yeah.
issue.
Come down here. How's that?
I see the stairs that I was currently standing on, or previously standing on, not currently.
Do you see anybody else?
Nope. It looks like Fog of War is in effect for me.
Oh,
Refresh
yeah.
the page.
Should I refresh the page?
Yeah. Right.
Doing it.
If you're able to see the stairs but not anything else, I think that might be a browser issue.
Still Fog of War lighting
Ooh.
happening for me.
Try, does this particular mini have dark vision enabled? The token? Was it correctly bound?
I mean, I
Nope.
should, but that's yeah.
There you
Hey,
Let's
hi boys.
You told me after I'd made the token, so I didn't.
I told you during character creation, sir.
Well, it didn't carry over. Anyway.
Yeah, no. My Echo is up here with us somewhere. I'll figure it out. We good?
Okay.
So there's something in that room, Mr. Asher. You walk in, it's immediately to your right.
What you guys doing?
Asher going in first. He wants
Yeah,
us
yeah.
to check
You
if
going
the
in this
magic.
room? Going in this room?
I say we go in the room till you open the door.
What? So it's filled with junk. It's just old, broken furniture.
We
All right.
Can we listen
wait, is
over
that a
here?
wall? Is that a wall? Oh, okay.
Can
Check
I-
this door out then.
Yeah, take a listen at this door, please.
Don't hear anything.
I
Do I-
open it.
All right.
Okay.
Is there anything undead on the other side, or are we good to go?
Nope. So you open the door.
We know there's a living thing here. Or
There
a
is.
thing here.
You open the door and you see this room is nicer than the junk room. Hold up before anyone moves too much more. You
Okay.
see, like a nicer rug. There's a nice chair, nice bed, and as you kind of pop into the room there, the creature moves at you, Ronus, and is going to lash out with you with a dagger attack.
Ooh, exciting.
Is it a
So 16 to hit.
16 connects?
So you take 8 points of piercing and 10 points of poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Poison is not disease, right?
Correct?
Okay. Con save?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, make a con save to see if you take the poison damage. Yeah. All right. So you just take the 8 piercing damage. Yeah, dagger venom kind of blows.
Poison.
I mean,
And then
it's very hard for me to fail. I don't know how to roll a concentration check.
and take
I should.
oops. So
You roll the actual constitution stat for your concentration.
so at this point we are all in initiative.
So I don't know. Why do I not know what I've never been a spellcaster before. I don't know what I'm supposed to save for.
Yeah. All right.
Huh? I rolled I roll your initiative.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, he group does it. I'm sorry, I don't know what my concentration for or saving is.
If you take damage while you're concentrating on a spell, you must make a con save to maintain your concentration. The DC for the con check equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever is higher.
Oh, so I passed.
The DC is 10. Yes.
Yeah, so I passed. Okay.
All right. So as you guys kind of enter into this room, you hear a slight creak as
Uh-oh.
the door at the end of the hall opens up.
Uh-oh.
What's the move? Grab. Shoot, I just realized the time. Sorry. 30 feet. All right. So you see two humanoids that also look like
Oh,
rats,
God.
kind of running out this way.
Oh, no.
He'll come up to here. Come to here. Come to here.
Oh, my goodness.
These guys are going to. The first two are actually going to make. It's going to be 2 bite attacks against you, Orbis. So that's a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
For 7 points of damage, and I need a DC 11 con save, and another 24 to hit.
What the heck?
They like critting you. On your saves, by the way, you get +4 because you are within my aura.
Nice.
But you pass both of them, and then they are also going to make short sword attack. Well, which one?
What?
2 short sword attacks against you. So a 7 and
Misses.
a 21.
21 hits.
For 6 points, and let's see,
Jeez.
then so you're going to get 3 hand crossbows at you as well. So a 19,
Holy mackerel.
a 24,
Oh my god, the crits.
Wow, you were not kidding about that.
And a 22.
Session 0 TPK.
And then one of them is going to throw a dagger at you.
What in the
At
world?
disadvantage.
Leif is like, you want to try to play a new class? Nah. We're going to kill it before it gets to do any fucking thing.
And that's their turn. All right, Imajo.
Wow.
You're just at the back.
Okay, well, that was...
Well,
oh, no. Oh, no, what do you mean,
So 2 of them, the 2 that are right next to you, would have gotten sneak attack on you as well. So that's an additional 11 points.
I almost asked if they both hit, but you get +4 to your saves.
Oh, are those the 2 that crit?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's actually a plus 22.
So you do get
What do you mean
+4.
plus 22?
So the sneak attack is 22.
Take another
extra
11 damage?
Yeah.
So I will
Nice.
say you do get +4 on your save. So I think you save
For what?
concentration.
No, I took
No.
I took 62 points, 64 points of damage. I would have to roll.
Well, that's from 6 different creatures. So like you never took more than 11 points
It auto
in
rolls.
a single turn.
Yeah, Roll20 auto rolls con saves for you. The only one that you failed was the last 8, which the DC
Which
should
is
have been.
part of it. It doesn't matter because it should have been part of his attack. So you're still concentrating. It's fine.
Yeah, no.
Great.
Like I said, he
So
succeeded.
cool.
Majo.
How does Warbus look?
Not great.
Very bloody.
I
He's
did
got
not
like
like
a couple
that.
arrows sticking out of him. He's got bite marks. He's bleeding profusely from.
All right, I
Oh my
want
God.
to move and draw my flail and shield. And can I use my action to grapple Warbus and throw him behind me?
Sure.
All
Will
right,
it provoke attacks of opportunity?
you cannot
all right,
provoke if you're
yeah.
involuntarily moved.
Forced
Yep.
movement, yeah.
Oh.
Do you resist or you let it happen?
0% of my I'm like a puddle on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. So he throws you behind him.
All right, if that's my action, then I'm gonna end my turn here and
Okay.
just brace.
Warbus.
Wow. Warbus is going to use force armor. So you see Warbus stop after taking all those hits and look at you and go, nope, and just grab and kind of like curl up into a ball. And as you do, you see this like shimmery light form around him. So my AC goes up by 5 for as long as I hold this action. And I'm also going to give my bonus of AC of 5 to Imajo.
Holy shit. They can't hit him. How long does that last?
Go.
He gets that benefit for a turn until the end of his next turn.
Okay. All right.
And I get it as long as I hold that action.
Got it. Ronus.
This thing kind of around the corner poked me, right?
Yep.
Sorry, it's not letting me select my token. There we go. So we will surround, and I'm feeling lucky. We're gonna try with a Great Weapon Master.
For it.
And so attack action, I will also use the whatever unleash thing. So my Echo gets an attack as well.
Yeah.
This is going well so far.
Is Roll20's entropy generator broken right now?
Right?
I can't find the thing. I get a third attack basically from the Echo.
Yep. Figure out how much damage that is for me. I can't read it.
Yeah, so the first two, the plus 14s, kick in. Great Weapon Master is plus an additional 20. So that's plus 48. I'll figure it out in a second. Does the third one hit? The 21?
Yes. Yes, they all hit.
Okay. Back to me in a minute.
Okay. Alright, Asher.
Move up, slashy.
Go for it. Got sneak attack.
Have any of these been hit yet?
No. Just done the hitting.
Leif, that is 121 points of magical damage.
You'll never find the child, says as he falls to the ground.
Willow and I bring your corpse back to talk to me, bitch.
That hits Asher. And with that, he is also down. He's dead. And it is these guys' turn. So they're going to go ahead and this first one's going to go ahead and attack you, which I really don't even think he can hit you. So bite attack for a 13 and a 14. Those miss.
Yes, roll 27 or higher.
Yeah, they can't even hit you. The other ones are going to shoot at four. Yeah. This is at Asher for 18. I believe only one of those hits you for 7 points of piercing, Asher. And that's their turn. Imajo.
All right, I am a little bit angry. It's clobbering time. I'm gonna hit this first guy. Strike again.
Yep.
He's still up. He's still looking fine.
18. Yeah, he's still up.
All right.
He looks a little bloodied.
Then in that case, I am going to action surge and do it again.
Go for it. 11 misses. Oh, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, 11. Both of those misses.
All right, and I will end my turn holding this position.
Okay.
You
Orvis.
no longer have your +5. Let's see. Damn. I'm going to look at Asher. Ah, shit, that's the wrong kind. Ooh, this is tricky. I will. Who's been hit? Asher has been hit?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use. You'll see me visibly do a big exhale like that. And as I do, you see magical energy flow out of me. So this will be 9 points of healing to myself and to Asher.
Nice.
So that is 9 points of healing, and I am no longer
Right.
concentrating. And my
Yes,
magician's drops.
He is Orvis. All right. And Ronus.
5.
I'd like to move
10.
away. I'd like to move
Yeah, go ahead.
out of this room. Right there. I want to move right there.
Okay, so 5, 10. I always forget. Can I move through friends? So 15, 20, 25.
It's 30 because it's difficult terrain to move through a dead creature.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, alright. The one in front of Imajo has been injured, right?
That is
Yes.
correct.
We're gonna try the old Great Weapon Master attack.
Go for it.
I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
Does not hit.
How about a
That does.
21? So 22 points of damage?
Yep, he's down.
If you did move
Sweet.
diagonal, you would have had full flank.
Yeah, I should have done that. I'm stupid.
Live and learn.
Anyway, your turn.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'll move my echo closer, but that's it. Yep,
All right,
enter.
Asher. What you doing? Okay. Hits, and he is actually still standing. He is no longer standing. He had 1 hit point after the first attack. But it is their turn, so this first one is going to go ahead and make a bite attack on you, Asher, followed up by a short sword attack for a 24. So that
What
is...
the fuck?
These guys like to crit.
12 points of damage to you, Asher, from that guy. And these other two are going to make crossbow attacks at you, Ronus, for a 17 and a 6. So that's
8
points
piercing.
of damage. Yep. And Majo.
Yeah.
Use my movement, double difficult terrain there, and clobber.
Miss, but that is a hit.
Oof.
Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Orbis.
I'd like to step back in and activate Magisense once more. So, it's gonna be. There's that. Which Magisense is an action, I believe, to do.
Okay.
And it's a bonus action, so I still get to do my action. So for my action, I would like to let's see.
I mean,
I'm
they're all
going
showing
to-
up as evil, Ronus.
Yeah, no, I just meant it's a 10-minute duration. It might
Got it.
stick around after the fight. Sorry.
All right. I'm going to take a big breath in and I look at Ronus. And your speed is doubled and you gain an additional action. It can only be taken to do an attack, a dash, a hide, or use an object.
What?
Ronus.
Oh, man. Oh, it feels good.
What you doing?
I am attacking.
Go for it.
I have an extra action.
Extra attack, really. I mean, if you are just attacking.
Yeah, I'm just deciding if I want to do Great Weapon Master or not. I think yes. Nope.
That's a miss.
20
That's a hit.
should hit. So that's just 9. It auto rolls the extra 14. I'm assuming the thing is still alive.
Yep.
So let's go again. 10 probably misses.
Yep.
21 probably hits.
How do you have 4?
I get 2 attacks. He gave me an extra action.
One attack.
It's
only.
One attack.
One weapon attack.
One attack.
Oh.
One weapon attack. Yeah. That would be way too powerful.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, cool. So he is still up.
How high are the ceilings?
10 feet, I think, something like that.
Damn. Alright, my Echo will move on top of this dude.
Okay.
And then turn.
Asher. Yep, go for it. Yeah, he's dead. There's a person underneath this Echo here. If you want to move here.
There's a were rat thing.
I will clear the way so the guy that just turned into a human blender we go first.
Okay. Alright.
And I'll switch to my bow and get ready. I assume he's going to run down that hallway.
Okay. These two are both going to make. Let's see. Yeah, they're both going to run. And you see them jump out this window.
So my Echo gets an opportunity attack?
Was it?
It does.
Okay.
I was not in melee range as Ronus, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so no great weapon, just 18 for 13 damage.
Okay. They both are leap out the window and take off running. Are you going to pursue them or just let them go?
I'm quietly sobbing in the corner.
Okay. In that case, you'll clear initiative. Yeah.
Who? Anybody else hurt? Anybody else hurt?
I've had worse.
I'm gonna exhale once more and once more cast or use Revitalizing Flow for that would be 13 points of healing to myself and to, was that Ronus?
Oh, okay.
Can someone, so just so we can wrap up, you guys take some time. Are you searching the room where the rooms, or?
I would say yeah.
So just so I don't forget. All right. So in this room here, on the one rat there, you find a dagger of venom. You also find this stuff and a deed to the house and to Edward Barton. And yeah. And then if you search this room here, you find
200 platinum?
Yep. And you also find this stuff. And we'll call it there for tonight.
When we say how have we done this in the past? If there are objects that are worth that much, does that go to cash money, or do we want to keep it as the objects?
It's the object until you sell it.
Okay.
I thought Warbus was dead there for a moment.
Me
Yeah,
too.
So did I. That was rough.
Yeah. I don't know what Roll20 is doing. It's rolling nat 20s all over the place.
That popped
Nat
off.
20s
right?
or 1s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that took me to a quarter of my health.
It's like the 4th 11 that I rolled.
Are we taking a short rest, perchance?
God, I've
Yeah,
been
if you
rolling
want to.
so low.
You're just building up
We'll
luck for
have
the
an hour go
next
by.
session.
And there's a small child.
That's fine. I'll be all right. I'll figure it out.
Well, interesting session 0. Did not expect the haunted house to be filled with rats.
I didn't expect the haunted house to be filled with were-rats. Ghost rats, yes. Regular rats, sure.
Still not sure why the house is also filled with evocation magic, but that's a mystery for another day.
I'm pretty sure he has a wand of fireballs in his pocket right now, and it's like, if he sits down awkwardly, it's going to explode. But, you know.
Orbis?
It's cracked, too.
Yeah, he already cracked it.
Cracked.
Yeah, he's got his cell phone in his pocket, and he forgets and just sits down, and kaboom.
Do you does anyone have Identify?
I do not.
I do not.
Nope.
Cool.
Not a spell to my name.
I guess I didn't track how long that combat was. I do still have Detect Good and Evil for a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'll probably
sure.
have it for another, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say like 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Poof.
It is
All right.
weird figuring out a new character. I feel so stupid.
It'll happen. You'll get used to it, though.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, except my AC is very low, and
Doesn't help that you have 3 classes as part of your character.
I do.
That was fun, though. I got to have 27 AC.
Yeah, I
I was
know,
gonna
that's
say-
insane.
Yeah, no, we know who the tank is, and it is not me, and that just slots me firmly into damage roll, and I love it.
108 damage.
121, sir.
Either way. Poor
No.
guy only had 72 health.
Yeah, no, I fucking... he was just... That felt good. And then I missed everything else except the last opportunity attack.
Yep.
I'm excited to see how this class plays.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should just, bless myself next time.
There you go.
All right, I've got to go tend to my dog because she is
Yep.
giving me the evil eye.
Later.
Yeah, it's late.
GG.
GG, boys.
next week we'll maybe finish this out.
Ay, ay, ay.
Maybe.